Alright, how's everyone doing today? Long session that was, right? About an hour in DeFi? That's awesome. I was in DeFi. I was chief marketing officer of a company called Payscan and ran one of the biggest B2B DeFi companies pretty much on the planet. They did AR and VR, so just a side note. I think we're running a little late, so I'm just gonna jet off, and I've been told I have like about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna talk a little fast. So just bear with me because I want to cover some of the content. I don't know how many of you guys attended our session yesterday with Animoca Brands. Anyone was there? Yeah, a couple of people. Yeah. So we didn't get to talk too much about the project. I think it took a bit of a left turn with Financial Times, so that was interesting. Being on stage and getting roasted on stage, and so that was a fun experience for me. But yeah, so we're here with Undeads. So what is basically Undeads? Let me talk about our gaming company, which is basically not just a metaverse, but also an NFT where you can mint and you can play and you can earn. So hence the industry is known as GameFi, just like you were talking about DeFi. Next slide, please. If you can just put the slide. Sorry, I don't have a clicker, so we have to do it manually. So what's the story? Every game has, a story. There's narration and how you want to play. What's the role playing in that story? So it's a post-apocalyptic world where things go bad and characters are basically morphing and they're changing. So let's see if this clicker works. I guess not. So we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. So that's kind of like what our story of our game is, and our audiences, which is basically close to 40,000 people now on Discord, and our community is very strong. They love it. They love what the idea is and what we're building, and they keep pumping us and telling us, hey, you should be doing this and you should be doing this, and adding to your storyboards and so forth. So that's what we keep on doing. Like it's very, very community driven. So let me give you a little bit of a sneak peek what a AAA gaming really looks like on the blockchain, right? And I'll kind of let you watch this video for a bit. Next slide, and then I'll explain a little bit more. Go back. I don't know if we have audio or not. Do you want to click on the audio? Technology is amazing. Sometimes you just gotta wing it. Yeah, so cool facts as we're getting the audio up. Do we have it? No? How about we run it without the audio? That's fine. Okay, we got it. Yeah, should we run it one more time? One more time? One more time? Can you just run it one more time, please? Thank you. There you go. I wanted to play the sound for you guys is because this sound is actually coming from Warner Brothers Studios. They're one of our partners. So that's what it really takes when you really want to bring next level gaming to blockchain. You have to partner with phenomenal studios who are making just amazing products. And Warner Brothers Studios they are one of the best storytellers on the planet. I'm sure you've seen their movies, Batman and so forth, and the movies go on, Matrix and so forth. And they're a studio. They actually make games. So the partnerships really comes from where they're trying to understand how the blockchain gaming really works, and that's where we bring the expertise. And they have some phenomenal expertise around audio and visuals and so forth. So they're really helping us. So it's a phenomenal marriage that we have with Warner Brothers Studios. That's why the sound quality is so epic. So that's the problem today, right? So the problem today is crypto games that are being built are they have lag, they have bad sound, and users just basically come to the game and they just want to make money. That's it. They really don't care what the gameplay really looks like. It's like, if I'm going to spend a couple of hours here on this game, can I make $100 real quick and just be out of here? That's kind of like what the problem with today's game is. And some of these builders who are building these games, I don't blame them. They're okay with it. They're like, that's fine. I mean, as long as people come and they're daily active users and they play the game, make some money, the trading volume goes up. Who cares? So I think we're taking a little bit of a different approach where we really want to bring studio level quality to gaming, and that's where the convergence is going to happen. Next slide, please. So that's the convergence right there. So where you bring actually traditional gaming and you also bring the metaverse into crypto gaming, and that's kind of like what we were talking about yesterday. That's the vision. That's what Animoca is trying to do. I mean, no one is there yet. No one has solved this problem. Not even Meta. Nobody. But it's basically an arms race to get there and basically attain this level of AAA gaming quality that you can. So that's what we aspire for. That's what we hope for. Next slide, please. A lot of mintable opportunities. It's just not one. The ecosystem is really thriving for us right now. The community is very strong, and they have so many ways of minting a lot of different products, just not characters. But they can build, like, for example, vehicles and potions and stuff like that, and they can trade them. And there's a lot of ways for them to make money. It's just not like you show up and you play a game, and that's pretty much it. By the way, our mint is dropping in the next 48 hours. So just be mindful of that. Follow us on Twitter and Discord and so forth. So maybe you get some freebies over there as well. Next slide. Again, a lot of ways to earn. That's the number one question that people come and ask me. They're like, hey, how do I make money on your game? That's been the problem. I've been a gamer pretty much all my life. And here's the thing. When I've given thousands of hours to these different games, I've played on every single platform that you can think of, consoles and PC and so forth. You love the game so much, but the game doesn't love you back. What do I mean by that? You've given thousands of hours of your life basically to a game. Yeah, sure, you should have some fun with it, but you were never able to make any money off of it, right? And that's pretty much it. We play these games, Call of Duty, whatever games you play, you go online, you play the games, but that's pretty much it. So with our game, there's multiple opportunities. So if you look at on the extreme right side, that's kill to earn. That's the Call of Duty, right? So you're having fun, you're killing people in the metaverse. And you're earning money. But if that's not your thing, and you say, hey, I like to build things, I'm a builder, I want to just create these different worlds and environments and so forth, so you can work to earn, you can rent to earn, you can grind to earn, you can craft to earn. So there's and just simply play to earn. Just play the game and you're basically making money. So there's 6 different mechanisms for you to earn. Whatever floats your boat. That's basically. What our model really looks like, and we're going to expand on this. This is basically live on day 1, but we're going to keep on adding more ways for you to make more money. So that's how we're basically reshaping GameFi. These are some of the elements that no other game has. There are about 1,500 projects that are out there. Next slide. Hopefully, so I'll talk about that. So our audience is about 70% male, no surprise there, 18 to 35 people. Year-old folks, and then 30% are females. So we definitely want to boost up this ratio, and these are all the countries where these geos are in. So next slide. 1,500 games about developers. So it's very limited. As you can see, this is the problem that we're trying to solve, right? And GameFi is one of the bigger propositions of what metaverse will be and how you trade NFTs and mint NFTs and and actually be in that immersive experience when it comes to VR and so forth. The trading volume is about 1.5 billion. It's not that huge, but that's on a like literally on a daily basis, and that's growing. All in all, it's $8 billion market size industry at this point. But yeah, there are over 1.5 million users that are using this product pretty much on a daily basis. The GameFi industry. Next slide. I'm almost up. So what's really Undead's really doing? Who are you talking to? How are you going to partner? How are you going to put the word out there? What's your go-to-market strategy? Obviously, things like this. This is awareness. It's for everyone. I'm not selling anything, but it's really bringing these projects to light. And even these soccer clubs or football clubs, some are Spanish clubs, English clubs, and so forth. They're all interested in partnering with us. They're the ones who are basically reaching out, and they're like, "Hey, how do we work with a project like yours?" Because they're all interested in NFTs, and they wanna be representative. So maybe their characters will be in the game as well. Next slide. So these are all live conversations. Wasabi Sound and Warner Brothers Studios. This is not a fantasy. This is a reality. One of the reasons I wanted to run that little video and clip for you was so you can hear the sound and the quality of the game, which you basically just saw. That's the level of quality that we're actually bringing to blockchain gaming. That is next level. You show this demo to somebody, they get their hands on it, they just go crazy. They're like, "Is this real or is this fake?" But that's the level of attainment we want to achieve. So yeah, Warner Brothers, phenomenal. I love them. They're down in LA. We talk to them all the time, and they're great partner to basically work with. Virtual reality, like I mentioned, again, this is built in from day one. This is not something that's going to be coming in 6 months, a year from now, 2 years from now. You're going to have access to it day one. And this is, by the way, this is what I was talking with Robbie yesterday from Animoca, that this is one of the most hardest things to do. And without the application, without the technology, which is basically blockchain, you're not going to be able to incorporate this into VR gaming, into GameFi. So it's absolutely crucial and important. Partners is just not Warner Brothers. We partner with the best folks out there, whether it's GSR, whether it's Chainlink, Immutable, AWS, and Unity. The list goes on and on. There's phenomenal partners. Again, that's what it really takes to build a AAA rated gaming. You go for the best. The seats that you're sitting on, by the way, if you just look behind you, that's all sponsored by us. That's Undeads. So it takes a lot of money, man, and it takes a village to basically build a great project and put the word out there. So that's what we've been doing. So great partners, great team. So we're about 60 people. Next slide, please. So we're about 60 people in the company. They're all over the world. Just to kind of like give a shout out to individuals like you. Nobody Eat is one of the individuals who owns probably the largest NFT collection on the planet. 33 Bored Apes. So go figure in the heydays, what the network was, and the list goes on and on. So when folks like these, they look at our projects, they're like, dude, this is freaking amazing, and we want to be investors in your company and be, I want to buy all these NFTs, and he's one of the ones who've basically grabbed a lot of characters. So he's basically hodling those characters. So I'm sure he's going to make a lot of money off of this project at one point. Good for them. But there are like a lot of individual users, not just institutional investors, like individuals just like us, who are passionate about it. They're already investors. That's why I'm giving a shout out to this individual. So that's us. And yeah, we're in about 8 different countries, fully distributed, 60 people, and a great team. So I guess that's my time. Maybe one question, 1 or 2 questions. Yeah? Yeah? Anyone has a question? Very mellow crowd. One question. We do have a question. Okay, one here and then there. Quick.
We're well over time, so very quickly.
When do you expect to release? You just said 2023. Do you have any bit more specific?
So the mint is dropping in 48 hours, and the release is about I would say about 3 to 4 months. Yeah. Where you can play an actual game. So the demo is going to be out like literally in couple of more days.
Okay, you can catch up with Leo, I guess.
Yeah, so I'll be right there in the corner. So if you have questions, we can meet outside. We can have a cup of coffee or so forth. But thank you guys, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Leo.